Well, YouTube, hello. It's Brad. I'm here in Breechie's Command Center, and I am here with some special guests today. I'm here with Breechie and Baby Breechie, and we are getting ready to bring you your New Year's drops. So you can see the Breechie twins are looking a little haggard right now. This is how they look when we normally get them out of storage just before New Year's. You can see Big Breechie is in need of a good cleaning. So is Baby Breechie. Last year with the flagpole, we came a little closer to the ground than we normally do, and we got to clean them up a little bit before they're ready to go up. A lot of people keep asking me, why do you guys drop a giant yellow pair of pants? Well, this is actually the yellow Britches. Okay, back in 2009, close as I can figure, we were having an anniversary for the little village of Lisburn. And that's when these guys came along. The Big Breechie, or Breeches as it was known then, Breechie would be dropped to celebrate New Year's Eve 2009 into 2010. I think that was our first drop. And that was the New Year's Eve committee. Did that, the Celebrate Lisburn committee. Well, the reason Yellow Breeches were picked is because the Yellow Breeches Creek surrounds Lisburn on three sides, to our south, to our north, and to our east. And with that creek comes a poem about a little kid jumping into the water wearing his underwear, his breeches. His breeches were white, and the soil from the creek turned him yellow, and he got in trouble, and his mom yelled at him. It's a pretty harsh poem by today's standards, but the buttons that you see there are mentioned in the poem, and yellow breeches full of stitches, mommy sewed the buttons on. So that's where Big Breechie, the legend of the yellow breeches, comes from. A couple folks on the committee had an idea, why don't we drop a giant yellow pair of pants? And it kind of stuck because we missed a year, but a year after that, someone approached the township, and the township approached the committee, and we put together a New Year's Eve group that dedicated itself to having a little party, and the party got bigger and bigger, but every year since then we have dropped this giant yellow pair of pants. And like I said, looks a little shabby at the moment. We wanted to get her dry cleaned this year before the drop. We have no idea what it would cost to dry clean a 4-foot tall pair of pants, but we're sure it ain't cheap. So just as a background, what holds Breechie together? Well, they are an actual pair of pants. I've had people ask me, are they plywood? Are they made out of something exotic? Nope, that's canvas. That's just yellow canvas. And yeah, I guess if somebody was big enough to fit in them, they could actually wear them. We have curtain rods that hold it into shape, and it's stuffed full of pillow stuffing. And then down in the legs, we have some canned goods that keep Breechie ballasted down. That way, if we have a high wind kick up, Breechie doesn't flop all over the place. And it helps with the drop. That way I don't have to sit there and lower it and just hope that it doesn't hang up, or make sure it comes down under its own weight. Well, we've been dropping this at midnight, like I said, for a decade now. And that's where little Breechie comes in, or Baby Breechie. Some members of the committee had an idea, why don't we do a 10 o'clock drop, so that some of the younger kids can make it home and get it to bed. They seem to play out as the evening wore on. So while trolling through community aid one day, my wife and I stumbled upon a yellow pair of pants, which became Baby Breechie. Add some googly eyes, add some blue hair. You have the township colors, yellow and blue. Add some lights around the side, and you've got Baby Breechie. Baby Breechie, just like Big Breechie, has some canned goods dropped in the legs for some weight and some stuffing down the sides. But because it's a little bit closer to factory built, It doesn't need the curtain rods to hold the shape when we drop it. Both of them have latches on them, or shackles, like this one right here, to hold Breechie up on the flagpole when we dropped them. That flagpole back at the township, we want to thank everybody from the Parks Department for putting that up, because in the years before, when we were dropping the Breechie twins, we would get a rental unit. We would get a man lift that would drop Breechie anywhere from 40 to 80 feet. Number one, it was a little tough for me to haul it up there, hold it, and then drop it just with the weight of the cable that we had. But also, getting the man lift up on the day before, on New Year's Eve, that was always a challenge. I think only 1 year out of all those years did I not have to call a service tech to come out and help me get the get the man lift up. And 1 year I know that the service tech came in from Williamsport, and he was very well-mannered. He was very jovial, but I could tell he would have rather been home with his family. So that pole is going to make things a whole lot easier here in years to come. Well, this year we're not going to be dropping Breechie live, so there's not going to be a party back at the park. But we do have the website up. We hope that you'll take advantage of that. Use that for some family fun. There's some recipes for you to try, some places for you to virtually go on the internet. And we hope that you have fun with it. I know that we will, and we hope that you have a safe and happy New Year. We'll be giving you some newly recorded Breechie drops, just for this particular season. They will be done in a COVID-safe environment. It'll just be me and somebody else back there doing those drops. But we do hope that you stay safe, and that we will see you hopefully next year when we're able to do this in person. Happy New Year, everybody.